𝐻𝐻𝐤 𝐁𝐔𝐓𝐓𝐎𝐍, it's expensive, especially for international students. If you're paying out of state tuition, it's really expensive. Hey, man, life hapa inakuchanua. You know, I had to jump around between different schools, trying to go to a cheaper school. I enlisted.
As army now?
Yeah, army. Yeah, after signing the documents, that's when I talked to my parents. I told them, hey, guess what? December, I'll be going to boot camp. I'm not a commercial pilot.
Yeah. Yes, mambo vipi ladies and gentlemen. Welcome so much to Mkenya Marekani. Yeah, a platform where we educate you, we motivate you, and I'm taking another journey of talking to mostly people in America who have they have a direction. Yeah, and they've achieved in their area and in their field. Not just to show off, but we are telling our own story so that we can motivate young people, so that our parents know that young people here are achievers, young dreamers. Ama vipi?
Exactly.
So we have a good guest of mine here. Karibu sana bro.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Tell us
Thanks
your
for
name.
having me.
Tell us your name and to move from there.
Okay, so my name is Stanley Kagwima. And I'm glad to be talking to you today.
Awesome. We've been trying to plan this interview forever.
I know. But today, I'm glad we got this chance to to get together and talk a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about where you come from. Umetoka kishagi gani?
Nakwambia.
Yeah.
So for me, I grew up in Nyandarua. Kama unajua huko hivyo karibu Aberdare Ranges.
Yeah.
So I lived there pretty much all my primary school life, and then we moved a little bit to different places, Nyeri, but technically what I know to be home ni area Nakuru, up around Gilgil. That's where my family, as in my parents, currently live. Yeah.
Wow. Now and then moving to the US, was it like something you had thought of? How did it happen?
So after high school, there's that time when you wait to join campus back home. So for me, nikakaa tu hivi, and then one time I was reading this paper and I saw an advert for this college in the UK. Alafu walikuwa wanafanya aerospace engineering.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that looks cool. So initially, I wanted to go to the UK, but then I heard, huko hivyo shule ni expensive sana. But then I got someone who told me, hey, I can help you find schools in the US. You can get a scholarship and all that. So that's how it all started. Na kutoka hapo hata nikapata letter ya kwenda kampo Kenya. I was like, I'm not doing it.
So you got a scholarship in the US?
It's a long story. So potentially, I had a promise for a scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I got here, things had changed because the school was saying they don't have any more money. Sababu walikuwa wamepatia wase wengi international student scholarships.
Yeah.
And then I think, I don't know what had happened. I think some guys were taking too long to complete their programs. So the school was running out of money. So when I came here, wakasema, hey, we don't have any more money for international students. So safari kaanzia hapo boss. Yeah, kuhaso sasa.
So you're still in America at that point in time?
Oh yeah.
Did you have any family? Did you have anybody to help you around, or ulikuwa man solo?
No, really. I had an aunt of mine, about maybe half an hour from where I was. But 𝐻𝐻𝐤 𝐁𝐔𝐓𝐓𝐎𝐍, it's expensive, especially for international students. If you're paying out of state tuition, it's really expensive. So I had to do what I had to do. So kujipanga tu kidogo, moved to a community college, got my associates. It took me quite a while because, hey, man, life hapa inakuchanua. I had to jump around between different schools, trying to go to a cheaper school. So na by time, at least nika maintain status and all that. That's one thing I was always key about, maintaining my status. Yeah. So, but anyways, finally, I tried to go back after I got my associates. That was in 2012 because I came here in 2008. I forgot to say that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I only went to my 4-year college. I only went to that school for one semester.
Yeah.
But it was too expensive. So that's when I started my community college hopping and whatnot. So 2012 I got my associates in engineering. Alafu I tried to transition to a 4-year college, nikaenda huko. Actually I went there, I started in the spring, which was not a very good timing for to get scholarships and whatnot.
So it matters when you start, when you enter.
Oh yeah, because most scholarships start at the beginning of the school year, mostly in the fall, and then inaenda mpaka spring. So for me, I was kind of like off sequence, so I could not get a scholarship at that time. So I started thinking about, okay, what do I do? So I went there for 1 semester, and then ikaisha, and then I still had that debt from that semester which I had not cleared. So unaanza kufikiria, okay, what's next? So eventually I decided, you know what, I'm gonna join the army. So at the end of 2013 I enlisted. Alafu nilikuwa nimejaribu kuenlist before, but by the way, in 2009 2010 I wanted to enlist, and then I talked to my parents, especially my mom, and she was like, no, you ain't doing it. So mi kijana mzuri nikasema okay, sawa. So I didn't do it at that time. So in 2013 I was like, I don't have any other choice. And at that time stories za vita mob zilikuwa zimeishaisha. So I went in, I enlisted. Alafu baadaye
as army now.
Yeah, army. Yeah, after signing the documents, that's when I talked to my parents. I told them, hey, guess what, December I'll be going to boot camp. So yeah.
What was your push for joining military?
So at that time, I was getting to a point where as far as my education, I felt like there's nothing I can do anymore to pay for it, and I don't want to go out of status. And then also at that time we were also expecting a baby. So that's another story for another day. So with that I was like, okay, I gotta take care of family, and also I have to maintain my status. So with all that I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this. And
so you joined the military while you're on student visa, or what?
Yeah, so at that time they had a program called the 𝐉𝐻𝐈. So with that program, non-citizens can join the military. I don't think they have that program anymore.
Because I've posted some guys, they say it doesn't exist.
So at that time I went in through that program, and you had to have been here for 2 years for you to qualify for that program. And then they take you if you have any kind of specialty like nursing, foreign language that they need. So yeah, for me my specialty was Swahili. Oh yeah. So wow. I got in, life started in the military.
So you stayed in the military for how many years?
So I did 6 years.
That's like a full period of like a full, what do they call those terms?
Contract.
Contract. Is it 4 or 6?
So technically all contracts go for 8 years. So depending on on the kind of job that you do, they call them MOS, your specialty. So depending on which one, what you do, some people go for 3 years, 4 years. So for me, I was in aviation. I was a helicopter mechanic. So I did that for my active duty time was 6 years. And then so after the 6 years, I decided I'm done. I want to do my own thing.
So is that where you also became a pilot, or that's?
So I have always had this interest with aircraft. So I never flew in the army. I was just the only thing I did was fixing them. Just troubleshooting and all that. But I still wanted to fly. I wanted to fly for the army actually. But then there was some kind of complications with my contract, the 𝐉𝐻𝐈 contract and all that. So they said, oh, you have to wait till your next contract so you can go either flying or whatever other thing you want to do. But for me, I thought, you know what, I think I'd rather go do my own thing. So yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, my flying started, actually I started flight school while still in the army, but that was just my side thing. Yeah.
So and then did you like do a degree for that or?
No, I just went to a local flight school. I mean, I don't. I'm not a commercial pilot.
Yeah.
So I'm just. I mean, I'm only a private pilot, so I can fly myself and a few other people. I do have some limitations, but yeah, it's not really like a career. It's just something
just
I'm interested. Not really, because as a private pilot, you can't be paid for it. So it's more of I wanted to fly, and with my interest in aerospace engineering, I wanted to be able to know, being able to design an aircraft, you can fix it and also fly it. So I kind of wanted that wholesome
Wow.
aviation thing going on.
You, my guy, how did you manage all these things?
I mean,
and you're still in school. You graduated the other day.
Yeah, so I graduated the other day. I've had a lot of overlap with the things that I have done, and I feel like for a few years it's been rough. I've had so many things going on. Yeah, so just I think I just stay hungry for one more thing.
So
Yeah.
You graduated the other day, and I'm sorry I didn't manage to come, but we had to do this interview as
Oh,
well.
no worries.
So what did you graduate in?
So I graduated with my bachelor's in aerospace engineering 14 years later. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
14 years.
14 years later, I got my my degree. It was rough because I had to do that out of state, away from family. A lot of things going on, but I'm just glad I was able to.
It's behind you now.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So tell me, how did you manage all these things to do, like have family, do military, juggle with school, and in America it's fast paced.
So I mean, honestly, having a family, I think that was the one thing that actually pushed me to even try to do more, try to be better. So with kids, having the mom there and all that, it was a blessing to get a lot of these things done. I mean, every now and then it was rough, but especially being away, especially in the military. But you just have to do what you have to do. It's
That's how it is.
It was rough, but yeah.
A man has to do what he has to do.
A man has to do what a man has to do. Yeah.
So some of the challenges. What are some of the challenges? Maybe not in depth, but what are some of the challenges, especially for a young man who is planning to come to the US? Some of the challenges that maybe you think is important that you may educate them, and how to conquer them.
So for one, I think people lack information. And for me, if I knew the things that I know today, I think I'll be in a much better position. I mean, I think I push to know things, but a lot of people just I think they just settle for what they see, or maybe what other people are doing. But if you just, like I said, I like to say stay hungry. Try to get more information. Try to dig deeper, and as long as you stay focused on, first of all, make sure you're abiding with the law.
Yeah,
and
very important.
Yeah,
Very
because that's gonna mess you up real quick.
Yeah.
real quick over here. So as long as you stay abiding with the law, and just seek information, because I think the lack of information is what
It's ignorance.
yeah, ignorance. Yep, that's what most people who That's the challenge that most people have, and I think the people who have the information, they don't really like to share the information.
Yeah.
So,
Everybody says it's Jesus.
yeah.
Then you are
Yeah.
like,
No guy. Yeah.
So
yeah.
what is that one thing? Because you are one symbol of like living out of fear. Because in Kenya, where we come from, that's our background. One lady, if they open a soko for nyanya, you will find 5 other people.
Yeah.
How did you choose a different journey and without fear? And now you're becoming like an icon of your own journey.
So for me, I think I seek more fulfillment. I seek more fulfillment. For me, it's so easy for me to leave money on the table for something that is more fulfilling. And when I say that, because we do have, like, a lot of people get into, like, I have never done anything healthcare, because maybe it could have helped me, but I just felt like that was not for me. So for me, I think I seek more, those things that I'm passionate about. Even if sometimes I do what I have to do, but my focus is always on what exactly I want to be. And I think sometimes I can be kind of picky about it, but at the end of the day, I think if you really want something, you find a way to get it done.
Yeah, they say if it doesn't happen, if it has to happen, it has to be you.
Oh yeah,
it has to take you.
Yeah, it can take you 5 years, maybe 10 years, but if you believe that's what you really want to do, then be it. Because sometimes even family, they might not understand like what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes you have to struggle to make them understand, but then when they see the fruits, now they be like, oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm grateful that my family has been very supportive. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's a big challenge, especially with young boy child. Let's talk about boy child a little bit, because boy child has been lagging behind for a long time. I don't know if it's because we concentrated on the girl child that we tend of we somehow somewhere boy child kidogo akasaulika. The boy child has when you talk about depression, mental issues, the boy child is the one that suffers a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Abu, elaborate a little bit, and some of the ways that you've kept your mind sane, in all those juggling, hustling.
So I mean, for me, and I believe other young men, because I'm still young, right? Yeah. So there's that side of me, or most men, that we don't like talking about things. We don't like talking about our issues. But for me, and everything that I've been through, and sometimes, like, especially like when I was away, having a full-time job, and at the same time, taking full-time school, it was crazy. But then, and that kind of builds up, and then you have all these other things going on. Things kind of build up, and a lot of people don't like to talk about them. But I think for me, every now and then I would just get somebody that I can probably talk to. It could be family, it could be just a friend. As much as I don't have time, every now and then I would make some time to talk to someone. Just decompress. You might not talk about what's actually going on in your life, but just talking to someone, una decompress. Because for me, my journey has not been easy at all. Because of time, there's so many things that I skipped, and before the military and all that. That's a whole nother
It's another episode.
Yeah.
We'll have you another time, because we can never talk enough.
Absolutely.
And this platform is all about motivation. It doesn't matter how many times you can come here. We can always stop by and make some conversation. We can pass some information through this platform, so we can help our generation, man. We are the only ones who will tell this story.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what are some of your last thoughts? Because I know you have to rush.
I'll say this again. Stay hungry. Just because you realize your dream from yesterday doesn't mean that you should be contented. Dream again. Reach for something else tomorrow, and then when you get there, uplift someone, show them, hey, this is how I did it. And the other thing is, you have to invest most on the things that no one can ever take away from you. Your morals, your personal values, education, and connections with people, family, your health, things like that, because those are the things that pay the most dividends. Yeah,
those are the things that matter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, nasisemi tusitafute pesa.
Kwamba serikali kazi.
Pesa lazima tutafute, but let's
money is what facilitates our being.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So
tusiseme ati the love of money is the root of all.
Oh no. Show me how you can do without money,
There's no way.
Yeah, absolutely.
No way.
Yeah.
So Maze, God bless you for stopping by. I have to release you because America, we are timely people. We keep time. Ukikosa hata dakika moja umepoteza millions.
Oh yeah.
So bro, thank you so much. God bless you. Tutaonana baadaye. Haya, safi.
All right, thank you.
So guys, make sure you subscribe to Mkenya Marekani, your platform where we inform you, educate you, motivate you. Yeah, keep it here. God bless you. Yeah, tumerecord.